In this express workout, we're focusing on two major parts of the upper body, the areas of the chest and back. Grab a pair of dumbbells and a band and come join me. Hi, my name is Lauren Eirk, and I want to welcome you to Fitness Integrated Science TV. We don't always have a lot of time to get a workout in, and today's workout is 15 minutes of the largest muscle groups in the upper body that make up the chest and the back. This is the quintessential push-pull superset workout that most people train regularly because it really brings size and stability to the muscles of the upper body so that we can have better shoulder joints, and actually these muscles will actually help trunk and spine core strength as well. I'm going to be using a set of dumbbells today. I've got some heavier ones. I've got a set of 15s as well as 12s. And I've also got a TheraBand. You might want to grab something that maybe two light bands together or one heavier band. Always, before you start adding load, control is the first step. But again, these muscles are going to generate a lot of force because they have a greater surface area and they move some pretty large areas of the body. So as we get started today, I want you to pick up some dumbbells. I'm going to start with the heavier ones. I'm going to go right into it, and we're going to lie down on our back. All right, starting off with our chest press, I want you to bring your weights directly above the shoulder. Bring your shoulder blades into the ground so that you can slightly retract them. Lift your chin. All right, so from here, the weight stays fairly balanced. So as we begin our sort of warming up of this exercise, one of the things that I do a lot of times when I don't have a lot of time to actually go through a specific warm up, I just go through a partial range. So we're just going to let those weights come apart slightly and then squeeze them together, even smash the ends of the dumbbells together. Bringing it down, then smash the dumbbells together. Now we're only going to be doing one set of all of these exercises today, and I'm going to choreograph this to where we're going back and forth from a chest to a back, so we can continuously move without a lot of breaking or rest time in between each one. So as you see, as I feel more confident with my range, I'm slowly moving the arc of motion a little wider to where I eventually hit the ground. Now, one thing about doing chest presses on the ground becomes kind of like a range limiter. Many times people like to feel that so-called stretch by bringing their elbows back behind their body, but in reality, the pectoral muscles, the chest muscles, are very much insufficient when the elbow goes behind the body. Not to say that we don't feel resistance going in the other direction, but the chest contraction really does fall off. All right, let's go two more. Last one, and hold it. So I'm going to drop one of my weights here and go with a single dumbbell, bringing it back down, squeezing through. So I'm just trying to keep that dumbbell stacked right above my elbow, no matter where I'm moving through this exercise. Make sure that you're stabilizing through that shoulder. You're keeping it on the ground. The floor is going to give you the power to push that weight up. This muscle attaches from the inside of the arm bone all the way down from the clavicle, sternum, and ribs. So you can really feel how this exercise is pulling that muscle to the center. Hold it there and let it go. All right, let's do the same thing now on the other side. So again, I'm going to stabilize by rocking that shoulder underneath my body. Starting from here, I'm moving the weight away in an arcing motion, then push the shoulder into the ground and stack the weights on top. Bringing it down and back up. And this side's getting a chance to rest, and I'm having to control my body with my core as the weight goes out to the sides. I love these sort of anti-rotation workouts where actually I'm trying to prevent myself from rotating. Beautiful. Let's go two more. And one more. Now let's just come up to the top, take your other dumbbell now, and then lift your hips up. The weights will automatically dip forward, which gives us more of an opportunity to go back into that chest press. So we're going to finish with our declines. Our goal here is to hit 8 repetitions if possible. Keep pressing those shoulders down. All right, we've got 4 more here. Here's 4. Squeeze the elbows towards the midline. 3. Squeeze in, 2, squeeze in, 1 more, and hold. So now as we lower the hips and straighten the legs, let's just drop the weights as we peel the upper body off the ground, and we need to make our way up to standing. So let's sweep it around. and come into downward dog. From here, we just simply walk the feet up to the hands, bend the knees, and grab those dumbbells. Now this is quick workout, so we want to keep everything going. Turn your palms into more of a supinated position, meaning that the radius and ulnar are side by side. A lot of people memorize it by palms up, thumbs pointing to the outside of the shoulder. So now I want to flex forward. So I want to make sure that the back of my shoulder is facing up. This is a reverse grip rowing motion. I want you to squeeze into the shoulder blades. Sometimes I like this exercise. The wrist position doesn't have a whole lot to do with my back right now, but this position at my wrist really encourages my shoulders to stay in somewhat of an externally rotated position, which is going to help me with retraction, which is exactly what I need for this exercise. Squeeze and pull through. Squeeze, hold, lower it down. Squeeze, hold, lower it down. Really feel that pinching action at the top, tightening the muscles between the scapula for 3, 2, and hold. So let's try alternating. It's right and left. So really, I'm never quite getting a break. Something is either moving or holding. Pull through. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, pull both up and lower that down. Awesome. All right, so let's set those down back into our chest. Come all the way back down to the floor. So as we exhale, we flex forward, take your hands to the mat, and then lower your knees. Now, when you're doing a chest push-up, you want to angle your hands inward so that your elbows are going to move out to the side. On the way in, I want you to practice pushing the hands together. I'm going to start this on my knees. Tightening through the belly, let's take a deep breath in. We slowly lower it down, easy. Then we push inward as we go up. I'm going to call this a slow push-up. Bringing it down with control, and then bring it right back up. Let's go one more time. Bring it down with control, then push those hands together. Now let's try lifting the knees off the floor. This is optional. Lower it down to the bottom of the push-up, drop the knees, and push up. Let's try that again. Knees off the floor, lowering down out of the push-up, drop the knees, and tighten as we push through. 2 more times. Knees up, lowering it down, drop the knees and pull through. Knees up, lower it down, and pull through. Now this time when the knees come up, I want you to lower everything down all the way to the floor. Do not catch yourself with your knees at all. Then we push up from the ground. Knees up, decline push-up, slow, slow. Keep shoving those hands together. Drop the knees down, push up. Last 2, ready? Lower it down with control. Gravity is your friend right now. Knees push into the floor. And last 1, knees coming up. We slowly lower it down, down, down. Beautiful, knees push up. And we're back into child's pose. Great job. All right, so now let's take our band here. And I want you to sweep your legs out in front of you. Now this is one that I definitely recommend that you double up your band here. So as we take the band two sides in one, I want you to take your band around your feet and hold on to it both sides. Either way, you definitely want to tether yourself around, walk yourself down so that your hands are grabbing fairly close to your ankles. Sitting up nice and tall, feel free to bend your knees. We come into a seated rowing motion. Now this is a little similar to what we did when we were standing and rowing with the dumbbells, but the obvious difference here is that we don't have to hold a squat position. We're not feeling that same load on our back as well. So this is going to enable us to be able to really focus our nervous energy, our available energy that we have today on these muscles in our back. Now working with the band, you can go faster. I want you to squeeze between the scapula and back in. Again, squeeze between the shoulder blades and back in. Let's go for 3, good, and 2, 1, and now I want you to hold this back, hold it here. Move your arms slightly away from your body, pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, squeezing 4, 3, 2, hold it. Keep driving those shoulder blades together and let it out. All right. Now we're switching back into chest. I'm gonna go with a lighter set of dumbbells. We're gonna focus on more of a fly, which is gonna position the weight further away from the shoulder. So let's come back down to the floor. And I want you to take the weights instead of here, we want to turn them end to end. I know a lot of people try to do chest flies in this position. I want you to bring this end to end from your thumb. So just imagine there's a sheet of glass right now that your weights are laying down on. And I want you to slowly move the weights away. Add a small bend in your elbow. And as they approach the floor, I want to stop just before it actually touches. Then I'm going to move the elbows once again towards that midline. Try that again. Moving apart easy and slow in our chest fly, then squeezing the weights towards the middle. Inhale, taking it out to the side. So make sure that your elbows point straight out to the side. You're not letting your arms move forward or backwards. You're staying right in line with that plane of motion. Now let's just hold at the top, only moving from the right shoulder, coming out, pull in, now the left, out. Pull in, now the right, squeeze out, pull in, squeeze out, pull in. Beautiful. Let's go for 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold at the top. Then we lower the weights and roll ourselves up to the center. All right, back to our band. 15 minutes. So I'm going to take my band. You can absolutely double it up if you like, or you can go with more of a single grip. Walk your shoulders underneath you. So this is essentially the top of our tricep work. Walk your shoulders under your body. Now we try our pull-aparts, moving the band all the way down to the chest. You're going to feel your shoulder blades come together. Then on the way up, use the floor as a tool to anchor that scapula to. Again, pulling apart, outward and down, upward and in, outward and down, up and in. Last 2, squeezing. This feels so good on that shoulder. And 1 more. Now let's come up to the very top of the action. As we've been doing, let's alternate one side at a time. I like this variation because it really helps me to have to work on controlling emotion by holding something still and also moving at the same time. So the one arm that's not moving is still working really hard. I'm sure you can feel it. Pinch the back of that shoulder into the floor and feel that scapula driving into your back. Good. 1 more on each side. Woo. 1 more. And release it. Oh my goodness, that was tough. Okay. So believe it or not, we only have 2 more exercises left. So let's go back into a set of dumbbells, and I want you to actually smash your dumbbells together as if you could crush them. From here, we lower it down to the chest and push in and up, tightening through the pecs. This is a close grip, tricep press, shoulder press, / one of the 2. This is going to hit a little bit lower in the chest. Let's go for 4. Beautiful. 3. Push up, 2 more. And last time. Now holding this here, let's go right into our decline, which positions our arms further down, lower, and then push the weights together. The more you smash the weights together, the more you're going to enhance the feeling of chest work. This is going to hit that lower delt, a little bit of pec minor, anterior delt for sure, a little bit of serratus for 5. Beautiful. And 6, squeeze through, 7, woo, and 8, hold it up, then lower the hips. Let's bring our knees into our chest, rock up. Okay, and if you see how I did that when I kind of pull the weights in, it can be a very nice segment there. Okay, from the last part now, I want to hit our lats, which are on the sides of the waist. So I like to do this from a prone position. I want you to lower yourself all the way down to the floor. Now this is going to require you to be able to bring your arms over your head. So if you can't, you might want to do this from a standing or a sitting position. I'm going to lift through my chest, which I'm already getting back work, then take the arms out in front of the body. It's in front of the face, which is very important. I want you to stretch the band apart. Your shoulders are elevated up into your ears. Then just start to pull the shoulders down out of the neck Squeeze your elbows into your side ribs and move the weight, or the band directly up. Now, if you want, you could rest here. Then try another repetition. Pull apart, squeeze your elbows into your waistline. Bring it out and lower. Now, obviously, this is gonna dictate you being able to get here. So again, stand up if this is impossible. Do this from a standing position. I'm gonna try right arm only. And now left arm only. Squeeze down. Let's hold for 8 and 7, 6, pulling down, 4 more, 4. Make sure that you're pulling outward on the band as you pull. 3, 2, driving that shoulder down, and now both of them at the same time. Hold that cobra and let it go. All right, pushing up off the ground. I want you to round through your back now. Roll your shoulders off of your back. Then squeeze your shoulders into your back. Let's take that right arm out to the side. Threading the needle, let's reach through the body. Press your hand down into the floor. And then come up, left arm up. Exhale, reach across, press down to the floor. Allow that shoulder to roll off the back. And release. Tuck your toes under, walk your hands in. Let's finish by rolling up through the back. Do a couple of little shoulder rolls for me. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath, and you are done. 15 minutes, chest and back. Hopefully you're sitting taller, breathing better, and feeling confident. I'll see you on the next video.